Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we all this morning? Me, I'm wrestling with a dragon this morning. I woke up to the alarm as I normally do, and it's a Monday morning, and normally I get an extra 30 minutes in bed waiting for my alarm to go off. So my good lady wife's alarm goes off at 6. My alarm goes off at 6:30. But this morning I was drifting, waiting for the alarm to go, and the cat, one of our cats, Mimi the monster feral cat, decided to scratch at the door because she wanted feeding. And that threw me into a bit of a foul mood. I have to confess, it was a foul mood. And I bought into that and was really quite annoyed at her for scratching at the door, but she's a cat. She wants feeding. She knew we were awake because she'd heard the alarm. She scratched the door. Get up, feed me. And it's interesting how these interrupts come in and you can sort of end up chasing these rabbits and squirrels. So you end up barking at the hole or barking up the tree, getting very annoyed and very angry. And actually that's got nothing to do with what's going on. So it's interesting just to ask the question of what energies was I buying into this morning, and were they my energies or were they something else, or is it the pervasive energy of the world at the moment? We've got in the UK facing another lockdown as of Thursday. So Wednesday's our last day of freedom before they lock us down again for this corona thing. Doesn't matter whether it's real or not, doesn't matter what's going on, it's the uncertainty, and it's causing no end of interrupt for people globally, and no wonder there's a lot of angst and a lot of annoyance. And you're seeing lots of things now coming up on the internet, people getting defiant, they don't want to do it, prove this, prove that, and actually none of that actually matters. What matters is the quality of your mind, the quality of your chi, and the quality of your being, and how chilled and not chilled, chilled's the wrong word. What is the right word? The quality of your being, your energy, if you like, so that you can deal with whatever's coming at you, because there are things that you can't change. There are things that we are powerless to change, and accepting those is part and parcel of the way of being able to create an energy that then harmonizes and changes it anyway. So yeah, where was I going with this morning? So anyway, I woke up in a foul mood this morning, and now I need to do some Qigong to get me out of the foul mood. So when you're in a foul mood, how do you get out of it? You make the choice not to be there anymore. You make the choice not to descend into the mood itself and allow yourself to be carried along by the river. You make the conscious choice to look at it, and don't judge yourself when you do snap, when you do get angry, when things happen that trigger you. Look at those triggers and ask the questions, okay, what's really going on here? So with the Qigong, it's focusing on where and what is going on internally. So for me at the moment, I have pressure across the front of the head and in the eyes, tension in the cheeks and in the mouth and round into the throat, which is also permeating down into the body. So whether that's come from a dream state, anxiety that I picked up on, my own weirdness that's going on, I don't know. What's important is not to try and explain or diagnose, but to try and harmonize. Okay, so the Qigong will help you do that, providing you're keeping your mind here, present, and bringing it down into the body, and not chasing those thoughts, those rabbits, those squirrels, or whatever you want to call them, wrestling with dragons. I suppose that's another way of looking at it. And you're not fighting the dragon, you're trying to tame the dragon. And as anybody who's tried to tame a very large beast will probably be able to tell you, is you don't do it by shouting at it. You don't do it by hitting it. Okay, that was a bit of a weird start to a Monday morning. So let's do some Qigong. Feet together, turn out the toes, turn out the heels. Allow the mind just to soften. Allow all the thoughts of today just to disappear. Become aware of the quality of your body. Become aware of the quality of your chi. Is it running smoothly, or is there anxiety, angst, anger? any of the other emotions whirling around. If they're there, acknowledge them. They're there to give you information. But acknowledge them as just something that gives you information, not something that controls your actions. Now that's quite difficult because there is a separation involved there. You have to separate yourself from the emotion and realise that it's just an information transfer as opposed to something that dictates how you behave. Let the mind soften, take it into the body. Soften the face. Let all the muscles in the face just release. Let the breathing slow and sink into the body. So just allow the skeleton to float upright. If you want to set up your structure, feel the ground beneath your feet. Curl the toes in and relax the soles of the feet. Relax up through the legs, the ankles, the knees, the hips. Let the tailbone drop as though you're sitting on a stool. Shoulders resting over the hips, the chin tucked in. All the bones floating upright, muscles release and sink. Don't forget you have a paper ball in the groin, so you're holding that paper ball here. Holding it, not crushing it. Holding a paper ball in each hip. Aware of the joint. Allow it to just pinch in just enough to hold the ball in place. Same with the shoulders. So you have the paper ball, keeping a slight gap under the armpits. Paper ball under the chin. The last two are in the palms of the hands, so curl the fingers round. Just allow yourself to stand, try and get your weight evenly spaced down through both feet. Let's try and get our energy to run smooth, harmonized. You do that by letting go, releasing, and not collapsing. You can, if you want, put your tongue in the roof of the mouth just behind the teeth as you breathe into the belly. You begin, hands come up to the chest, breathing in. Turn the palms over, continue the in-breath up over the head. And breathe out, circling the hands down, softening the shoulders, the body as you go. Breathing out, sinking into the hips, letting the tailbone drop. Breathing in, come up. Hands come up over the head. And breathing out, sinking down. Breathing in. And breathe out. change. Bring the hands up to the chest as you breathe in, come up. Breathe out, palms to the floor, let the hands sink down. Again, recreate your alignments, softening the soles of the feet, relaxing up through the ankles, the knees, the hips, tailbone drops, chin tucks in. Just breathe for a moment, being present with your body, feeling how you're standing, softening any areas that you find tensed, tight, rigid. Let the mind sink deeper into the body, breathing into the belly. And try and describe, diagnose or explain any sensations that are coming up. Just allow yourself to stand and to breathe. And breathe it in. Hands come to the chest. And then on the out breath, turn the left hand up, right hand down, sink. Dropping the tailbone as though sitting on a stool. Breathing in, hands come back to the centre. Breathe out, swap the hands, sinking down. So the upward and downward motion is slower on this one because we're only doing half the movement before we change the direction of breath. So breathing in, come to the chest. And breathe out, sinking down, swap the hands. Breathing in. And breathe out. Change, bring the hands to the chest. And turn the palms, push down. Come to rest on the feet, so feeling the ground beneath the feet, curling in the toes, relaxing the soles of the feet. And relaxing down up through the muscles of the legs, softening your ankles, knees, hips, tailbone drops, shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin tucked in to suspend the head. And then don't forget, paper ball in the groin, the hips, the shoulders, the chin, and the palms of the hands. Just breathe for a moment, letting your mind sink deeper into the body. And any areas where you're holding yourself tight, tense and rigid, just dissipate. And then switching off the arms, just turn the waist so that the arms can swing round like a piece of rope. It's the waist that's turning, moving around the spine, shoulders are moving because the waist is turning. Head stays upright. Now, don't worry about the paper balls under the arms at the moment. We're just switching off the shoulders and allowing the arms to swing round. It's the momentum of the waist that's doing the movement. And then feel how that translates down through the legs. So if the legs are soft, then the legs will act like pistons, and the knees, the ankles, the hips will all work together and transfer your weight from one side to the other without penduluming. So it's like a release going down through the foot and then returning back up into the waist. If you find yourself bouncing in the knees, try and soften that movement. If you find yourself coming up and down as you're doing the movement, again, try and release, relax and settle down. There is an upwards and downward movement, but it's more subtle and it's translating and transferring through the legs as you move. Change, let the arms swing out to the sides, and again feel that momentum through the body and see if you can get it driven by the legs, directed by the waist, issued out through the shoulders and expressed through the arms. And we're going to change, so just come to rest, let the hands just come to rest by the sides. Softening down through the legs, let the tailbone drop, chin tuck in. Breathing in, the hands come forward, inflate. Breathe out, sinking down, let the elbows drop, the wrists drop and the hands float down. Breathe in and breathe out. Opening and closing, and keep going. change. So as you sink down, turn the fingertips to the right, circling the hands up. Right hand stays roughly in front of the face as the left hand sinks down, both palms to the floor, holding your balls. Take a breath in. Then turn the waist to the right, turn the palms, swap the hands, square the hips back to the centre. Turn the waist to the left, turn the palms, swap the hands, return to the centre. So we're moving using the waist, power coming from the legs, and it's directed by the waist, issued by the shoulders, and expressed by the hands. So releasing the body as you move. Try and make the movement smooth. One more. And then as we square the hips, bring the lower hand up so both hands are up at the chest. Take a breath in. Breathe out, let the hands push down by the sides. Come to settle on the feet. So, softening the feet, drop the tailbone, tuck the chin. And close the hands over the belly, left hand under right for men, right hand under left for ladies. And just stand, allow yourself to work through your legs, softening ankles, knees, hips, tailbone drops, shoulders resting over the hips, chin tucked in. And breathing into the belly, sink your energy down. And then bring the hands up, wiggle the fingers at the ends of the arms. Bring the hands down, circling the hands at the ends of the arms. Change, breathing in. So this time the hands come up like they did on the first one, coming up over the head. The difference is on the in-breath you're coming up onto the toes. And then on the out-breath you drop and let the hands just drop down. So you're stretching up and dropping. One more. And we are done. Just give the legs a little shake. Rub the shoulders. And then down to the elbow. Wrist. On the side. Elbow. Wrist. And then put your hands on the kidney area and just rub that area. The hips. Knees. And if you can reach them, sinking down to the ankles. And then roll yourself up. And we are done. So just taking stock. My energy definitely feels a lot lighter this morning now I've done the Gung, which is nice. And hopefully you're getting a similar sort of hum, buzz from your body. Don't worry if you're not. It's just a matter of perseverance. Keep playing with it until you start to feel the sensations and start to sort of recognize what it's doing internally and how it's opening up the joints, opening the body, calming the mind and getting your breath down deep into the belly. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the set. If If you have any questions, would like to leave any feedback or comments, please do so in the comments below. It's greatly appreciated, and it's always nice to hear what people think about this set. Even if you've not enjoyed the set, put that down in the comments as well, so that I can get an indication of what it is people are looking for in terms of Qigong in the morning. If you'd like to support the school, you can either head over to the website www.3dragonsonline.com and look at joining us there, or you can head over to Patreon, www.patreon.com/playfuldragon, and you can support us there. If you'd like to just support us, there's other stuff that you can buy in the shop. Again, head to the website, we've got a shop there, or on this Facebook page we have our shop with some cool Dragon Warrior t-shirts, hoodies and other stuff to play with. Yeah. So all that's left to say is I'm back at 11 o'clock today with the White Dragon Tai Chi workout, and 2 o'clock today with the Dragon Warrior Gung Qigong set. And I'll also be back tomorrow morning 7 AM with another one of these. Thank you. Take care. We'll see you soon.